Okay, so I am doing a part 3 video, and this is the versus an actual performance test. I have a quarter cup of fancy white rice, and I have a quarter cup of fancy white rice over here. I leveled them off the best that I could. I'm hoping there will be a vast difference because I didn't count the individual grains of rice, sorry. So I'm hoping that by putting both of these on spot clean, which they both clean full power on spot clean, they just concentrate it to a certain size area. Both machines are cleaned out completely. If you watched my video earlier, there is some fine dust, but this filter is brand new in the Neato. It has its brush in it. As you can see, I mean, the machines won't operate without the brush anyway. And the Roomba, completely clean, nothing in it, as you can see. So, put that on there. And I'm going to take the rice and just kind of spread it all around, I guess. Just in one big area. I'm not going to go edge to edge because, I mean, these things are freaking robots. They'll do whatever the hell they want. I have to move the Roomba because it does a circular pattern, not a square. I'll do it right in here. So, I'm going to move my hand all around. And mind you, this isn't one brand head-to-head, so they're going to clean different ways. I'll put the Roomba right on top of its mess. And then the Neato will just know to not go over things. So, or to go over obstacles and stuff. The Roomba will also stop if it sees an obstacle because it knows it's not going to have free range to go wherever it wants. So, there is that, and there is that. And I smushed them out. So, I'll turn that on, and spot clean, and spot clean. So there goes the Roomba. Here goes the Neato. Oh, collision. I guess we have a slight interference, but it'll go over everything twice. I don't want this to go over here. Get... There goes the Roomba. You can hear the Neato picking up quite a bit. So it's kind of scattering some of the other pieces. Now the Neato isn't done. It's just kind of whatever. It's kind of squared off its whole area. So now it's going to clean the inside of that area. So I guess you can technically say that the Neato collided with the Roomba, but the Roomba went back over everything because the way that it works is it starts in a spiral, it goes out so far, and then it works its way back into the middle. But the Neato was kind of interfered too, and it's hard to tell where the Neato is going to actually clean. And you can really hear the brush go on the Neato compared to the Roomba. Now, the positive part about the Neato is, now it'll say that, finished, I'm returning to my starting position. So, already I can tell that the Neato missed a lot less, I assume, but we are going to check. So, here is my quarter cup measuring cup. It's completely empty. It's singing at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and funnel all this to the one end, like this. So when I undo it, hopefully it won't do whatever the hell it wants. So, sorry for the lag. This camera has issues sometimes. This is hard to do one-handed. Okay, so I'm gonna, oops, I lost 2 pieces. So I'm gonna open this as carefully as possible. It might be easier if I put my hand in front of this. I know. Okay, so nothing fell out of the filter. And I'm gonna attempt to pour this the best that I can out of the easiest end, which is right here. So rice is a hard testing tool because it's a strange shape and it, you can't really tell if anything's missing. So it picked up almost the whole quarter cup, as you can see. But we can also see that it missed a decent amount, mostly where it did a circle and circled back around to do a strip. So I'm hoping the Roomba will be easier to empty all the pieces without a hassle. So here's the rice inside the Roomba. And where's the measuring cup for this thing? Oh, it's up here. There it is, empty as you can see. And I'm gonna tip this all towards the back. Then open here. I lost a piece. Couple pieces. So there's a couple sprinkles on the ground. And it also picked up some hair in there, which this was completely cleaned out. But I would say they actually did about the same. The rainbow. I keep saying the rainbow. Add a couple of these little pieces in here. I don't know why this camera is so poorly autofocusing. Add a couple pieces into this, and those are the results. So I would say they did about the same job, but the Roomba left almost like a whole spiral untouched. And I'm just going to run these one more time just for shits and giggles to see if they'll pick up whatever's left over. The other thing that, like I mentioned in the one video, the unfortunate side about using the Neato is you have to take the filter out to empty it. And I don't know what I'm having issues with. There. So, pop that back down in there. The light turns green. This is, again, just for testing purposes. I would say they both did a pretty good job. Come on. Ooh, never heard that one. Okay. So here they go. Let's hope that it picks up better. Or the rest of the stuff. Maybe it'll turn differently this time. So you can hear it already picked up some rice just by turning on. You can hear the Roomba's doing a pretty decent job over here too. The Roomba's downfall is the fact that where it's cleaning, the brush on the actual Roomba only goes from here to here. So it doesn't clean edge to edge. So that's where it's missing a lot of these pieces, and hopefully the Neato will of course they're going to collide again. So the Roomba's just going to turn around thinking that that's an obstacle and go back in its other direction. So really everything only gets run over once because it kind of turns in pretty sharp. And it finishes its spot a lot quicker. This thing is doing an odd shape. So it's doing like a triangle. I need you to come over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the Roomba on and have it clean in here. I don't think it's doing another circle, like, permanently. I'm hoping that it's actually cleaning. Might just end up doing a circle. So, it picks up everything that it runs over for the most part. I think it's just doing circles. I'm hoping that it actually vacuums. Okay, yep, it's going to actually vacuum too. So that's a nice part about it. The Roomba does stand the carpet up pretty nicely when it goes against the grain, and the Neato does a good job too. And you can see the Roomba goes pretty quickly when it's vacuuming, but when it's cleaning so intricately up against the carpet, it really doesn't get that close to the carpet, or the couch, I mean. It's cleaning up close to the couch, but it's not actually getting into the very, very far edges, because the far edge is not going to be able to be cleaned up with the Roomba, again, because the brush only goes, you know, from here to here, whereas the Neato's brush pretty much goes all the way across the front of the vacuum. I like that part about the Neato. I'm going to pick this up, and it'll squeal to say that it's off the ground, and I will set it down, and there we go. So now it's charging. The Roomba's just gonna go out and clean for me. It won't clean for too long. I'm gonna get this out of the way. But the one thing that I really like about the Roomba is, again, like how quick it is. The Neato actually cleans up against things much better because the brush, the airflow, the suction, where it cleans is right there at the front of the vacuum, whereas the Roomba's is directly in the middle, and it doesn't, again, go edge to edge. So you're losing cleaning ability with that. The only two out there that have the design that cleans the best and actually thoroughly cleans everything rather than leaving like a 4-inch radius, or like uncleaned area all the time because it just can't clean it around every obstacle. The only two that don't do that are the Samsung machines and the Neato machines. The reason I didn't buy the Samsung, and I did go and look, is because the Samsung machine that I was looking at was already like $379, which is expensive. I mean, that'll get you a Neato, that'll get you a Roomba, but the Samsung, I read issues with it mapping, I read issues with their cleaning ability, I heard problems with different things, but it didn't schedule. For $400, it wasn't going to schedule. You had to pay a lot more money just to get a scheduling model. I don't think I could get one for less than $500 or $600, and that was a deal breaker for me, so I said, screw it, I'm not doing it. If you have questions, or maybe if you have some comments, or your experience, please let me know, and thank you for watching.